Hi guys, this lecture is going to be about the constant of variation. And as you see, we're still talking about direct variation. So first let's talk about the constant of variation. The constant of variation k is the slope of a proportional relationship. So the constant of variation is the same as the slope of the line. You will find the constant of variation the same way that you find the slope of a line. And remember, to find the slope of a line, we use the change in y over the change in x, or m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And before we go on to the next slide and start talking about finding the constant of variation, I want to show you the equation for a direct variation. The equation for a direct variation is in the form y equals kx, where k is our constant of variation and y and x are our two variables. So k, our constant of variation, we can find the same way that we find slope, which is the change in y over the change in x. So we could actually replace this k with an m, y equals mx. But we'll get to that later when we start talking about a different form of a line. Right now, all you need to know is that k represents the constant of variation. So looking at our first example on how to find a constant of variation. Remembering that the constant, or the equation for a direct variation, is y equals kx. We can see that our equation of this line that they give us is y equals 2x. If we look at that, y equals 2x is very similar to y equals kx, but they replace the k with a 2. So looking at this equation, we can find our constant of variation, which is k, is equal to 2, the number that they replaced it with. So our constant of variation is 2. We also said that we can find it using the equation for slope, which is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, because our constant of variation is the same as the slope. So using the 2 points they give us, we have x1, y1, x2, y2. Anytime you're finding slope, I would always label my points. So after that, I just plug them straight into the equation. M equals y2, which is 2, minus 0, over x2, which is 1, minus 0. We're always going to have that point 0, 0 in a direct variation, because remember, a direct variation goes through the origin. So we end up with 2 over 1, and 2 over 1 is equal to 2. Notice that our constant of variation, k, is exactly the same as our slope. That's because they are the same thing. Our constant of variation is the slope of the line, so they should always be the same number. Alright, that's all we have for this lecture. If you have any questions on this, please ask. I would like you to go to IXL and complete section R.2 with a SMART score of 80 or better. Have a great day.